Now, Seachtain na Gaeilge is set to bring a vibrant county-wide celebration of the Irish language to communities right across Clare this year. The local authority, in partnership with An Clár, Gaeilge, Clare GAA, Clare Libraries and Conradh, has launched a coordinated programme of events, creating one shared calendar to encourage people of all ages and levels of Irish to get involved. And joining me in studio to find out more about what's planned are Ruairí Henchy, the Irish Language Development Officer and Comms Officer with Clare County Council, and the Language Planning Officer with An Clár Gaeilge and Irish and Cultural Officer with Clare GAA. They have many roles between the two of them. Leah and Thailtigh, folks, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in.
Gurmila Malgut, Alan.
Gurmila.
So Ruairí, it's quite an extensive county-wide programme for Seachtain na Gaeilge 2026. What makes this year's programme perhaps different from previous years? Is it bigger than ever, more on offer?
Yeah, it's my second Seachtain na Gaeilge since starting in the job, Alan, and I found last year that I really enjoyed it, but that, Clare County Council put on an extensive programme of events, but sometimes we were clashing with other organisations and there wasn't a joined up approach. So a big theme for the County Council and all of our work is partnership. So been building links with Leah and An Clár Gaeilge, and so we said let's join forces this year, get the Irish language organisations like An Clár Gaeilge, Clare GAA, Conradh Gaeilge, and most important of all, just the communities, individuals who are putting on stuff in the Irish language every week, and especially for Seachtain na Gaeilge, bring them all together, let everyone in the county know here's all the events that are going on throughout the county. Let's not clash to the greatest extent possible and get the most people attending the most amount of events.
Yeah, that seems like a common sense approach, Leah, because from each camp you're putting your heart and soul into making sure there's great events on for people, and then people are torn between having to pick your event or the council's event. So singing off the same hymn sheet seems like a wise choice.
Yeah, exactly. So this year was all about collaboration. We'd previously collaborated on Inishdom, so it just makes the most sense we all have the same aim to run Irish events, so why not do it all together?
Okay, well, let's find out how this coordinated approach has worked out. Ruairí, what from your side of the fence, what have you got on offer?
Yeah, so Seachtain na Gaeilge, it's about the Irish language. It's all about simply get out, speak it. We can do that in some creative ways, make it a bit more fun, but there's a lot of Circle Cora all around the county. That's the main event, and Clare Libraries have made a special effort to put on co-ordinated caca. We're bribing people with cake to bring them in.
In fairness, it's likely to work.
So people might say they don't know too much Irish, but I bet you they know the word caca when it's being offered to them. And so I want to thank Emer Bowen and the library for putting on those events in Scariff and Ennis. And also Stephanie in the library in Scariff is putting on a film night on the 5th of March, Thursday, in Scariff. And then from myself, we had a very successful games night in Kieran's on the Thursday night last year, and that's happening again this Thursday, the 12th of March. It was a really successful way of just getting people of all levels of Irish to use the few words they have. there was people there with low enough confidence, but once they sat down in front of the Guess Who board, it was amazing to see how quickly they were able to just say, on us era me, am I from Ireland? It's the very basic, simple phrases. It didn't matter what level you had, and all of a sudden the shackles were off and people were talking. So we're going with that again this year on the 12th of March in Kieran's. They're another member of the Inishdom network, and Laura's from there is helping out, and so looking forward to that one again. And in the Soul Gallery, another member of the Inishdom campaign, they're putting on an event in partnership with the Ennis Book Club Festival, so the two are joining forces. Ireland's Restless Girls in a Colony Fianna. It's a night of poetry and song on Saturday the 7th of March, another one I'm looking forward to.
Okay, so loads happening from your side. What about in terms of An Clár Gaeilge and Clare GAA, Leah? What have you got planned?
Yeah, so we're actually already in the middle of it at the moment. We have Féil na Henchy, that's our yearly Irish festival. It's actually the second biggest in the country now after the Oireachtas, so that is finishing on the 8th of March. So today we have our Ahashorg Dinner, the poetry competition, and Culachar News are coming to us on Monday, so looking forward to that. And then we have our Schools Drama Festival Festival as well. Féile Scoil Meek did the Munster competition, so we're the host for that, and that's on the 10th and the 11th of March with the biggest numbers ever, being 21 dramas. So that's going on, and anyone is welcome to come in and watch the dramas in Glór. It's a £5 ticket for the whole day. And then we have a 5-kilometre run with Ruairí Chester from Local Motion and the Gaeilge. So that's a 5-kilometre run around the town of Ennis the 16th of March. There's a full timetable of the Kirkle Choras as well. As Rory said, they're almost on every day of the week. There's a book launch with Ono Conacor, Shocked Malloch, 7 ways essentially just to make Irish a bit easier. That's on in Scale Ella on the 11th of March as well. And I guess the main thing we're collaborating on is the Inishdom window competition. So businesses are invited to display Irish in their shop windows between the 1st and the 17th of March, and it's just all about increasing the visibility of the Irish language and to make it fun and interactive, and so people can talk about it. So we're really looking forward to that. You can register on a link via our website on clarasgaeilge.net. And from a Clare GAA point of view, there is a Blitz Pella on the 7th of March in Éire Óg with all the clubs involved in the Findork Show Civic Donica. So again, you're welcome to come watch and see everyone talk Irish on the pitch.
Yeah, and Rory was talking about it's lovely to see, like with the Guess Who, how quickly bits of Irish come back to people. I know it's important, a point you've made about it. The whole Seachtain Gaeilge is a chance to show how Irish, there's a place for it. It can live, it can thrive in everyday community life in the 21st century.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The amount of people that it's just like hidden in them, and then they're like, oh, I didn't realise I knew that word, and they're just proud of themselves for knowing. Yeah, so it's all about just dragging out the cúpla focal and enjoying a few events while doing it.
Yeah, and I suppose as well it's nice, Rory, that it leads into St. Patrick's Day, our national holiday, and hopefully by that stage people will feel a bit more confident about speaking Irish, and maybe more longer term as well.
Yeah, so for the likes of myself and Leah, who are working to promote the Irish language every week, is Seachtain and Gaeilge, but this is just the time of the year from 1st to 17th of March where we make that little bit of an extra effort to put on a few more events, give it a push, put it out into the public. And, we've got so many Irish speakers in the county. We have the second highest percentage of any county in the country. This is the chance to link them together, put it out there that these events are on almost every day throughout Seachtain and Gaeilge. Come to the Kirkle Choradh, your local Kirkle Choradh this time, and it links in. That's why they extended it out, I think, from a Seachtain out to this Seacht Law Day to St. Patrick's Day, to let's bring in our national day with our national language. It gives it all the more focus, and I'll hope to see it included in the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Well, look, people are clearly spoiled for choice in terms of things to do for Seachtain and Gaeilge. Where can people find the programme of events?
So I've been encouraging the Irish groups and the public to register their events on scale.ie, and then we're pulling from that. We're compiling all of the Clare events on the Clare County Council website. So if you go to, I can't give you the full URL here now, or I'll keel over Alan, but it's go to clarecoco.ie, put in Gaeilge, Clare Coco, Seachtain and Gaeilge. You'll find all the up-to-date events in Clare that are going on. 1st to 17th of March, we have an event almost every single day, at least one. So, this is the time of the year to get out, practice your few words.
Brilliant stuff. Hopefully as many people as possible avail of the opportunity. Ruairí Henchy and Leah Thailtigh, guys, thank you very much for joining us to fill us in on what we can expect from 2026 edition of Seachtain and Gaeilge.